On the campus of Fairfield University, we bring you to University Field for an NEC Field Hockey Showdown as the New Haven Chargers take the trip to face off against the Fairfield University Stags for the first time ever. Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining us on the Stag Sports Network. Cam Manning with you. Glad to have you for the action. New Haven comes in, no wins so far at the D1 level, but a close one on Friday, a 2-1 loss against Merrimack, and we'll take a look at the reason they were in that game. Emma Beaujuan, the junior forward, one goal that came in the first half. She's played the third most minutes on the team so far at 373, 3 points on her season, a big part of this New Haven's really overall growth they've had this season, and a heartbreaker they lost on Friday against the Warriors on the road. We flip sides for Fairfield. Camille Perlov, the sophomore, she's been outstanding. 5 points over her last 3 games and picked up a goal and an assist that came against Sacred Heart on Friday. The second time in her career she's picked up a goal and an assist in the same game. And Perlov has been outstanding along with really this Fairfield midfield that first-year head coach Laura Gebhardt has been the engine of this group all season long to put together 4 consecutive wins, all in the NEC. They look for 5 straight, all in conference play, and hope to stay unbeaten here from University Fields. Fairfield, over their last 4 games, 17 goals, just 3 allowed. Their best stretch since last season almost came a year ago to the day, from the 4th of October until mid-October. Fairfield put together a stretch of 22 goals. So something about the early days of October, this team has played very good field hockey on the attack and defensively as well. Peyton Ron has been outstanding, and we've seen Paige Jackson a few times, an opportunity to see the sophomore here this afternoon. Sunny skies, almost 80 degrees here from Fairfield. We're underway. The Chargers, no surprise to be picked towards the bottom of the NEC, first season at the Division I level, but a group that's continued to grow as this season's gone on under third-year head coach Margaret McLean. Have also had a ton of losses on this team when they were at the D2 level last season. Lost 53 points from last year's roster, so not only the jump to the Division I level, but a brand new group. Perlov, nice defense there at midfield as the Stags have their first chance offensively. There's the captain, Pilar Mengatti, finds Fitzgerald. Pushing towards the long corner. Fairfield has come out hot over their last few games. Picked up a goal against Sacred Heart in the first minute 42. That was the freshman Kaylin Fogelson on a cross from Connie Hoffman. Fairfield 18th in the nation in goals per game right now at an even 3. Pass right outside the circle. Catalina Ness feeds towards the middle, finding Alex Senior. Whistle blown. It's Chargers possession. Senior, 10th start of the season, 3 goals over her last 4 games. Picked up 2 big goals against Wagner. That came last week. Here's a hard slapper, saved away. Second chance here for Huffman. Another save, still available, and then right by the short corner. Back-to-back saves there for the freshman, Anne-Marie Martin, as Fairfield has a penalty corner coming up. The freshman from Louisville, Kentucky, makes her 6th career start. Did not come in as a starter. That was Ray Klein. Carol Lambert also played, but now the freshman has been in cage. Double-digit saves in 3 of her last 4. Fairfield, for back-to-back games, looks to score within the first 2 minutes. Nicely set down, slapper into the back of the net. It was tipped as well in front and floated to the top right-hand corner. Fairfield on top early, 1-0 over the Chargers. Connie Huffman gets the goal, her 3rd of the season. And Fairfield on top early. They have been fantastic on the penalty corners. Top 20 in the nation in penalty corners taken. That was their 74th of the 2025 campaign. Huffman now 7 points on her senior season. Had a multi-goal game against Stonehill last weekend and continues the hot things going for this midfield. Huffman with possession here. Had a look for Perlov on the touch. Perlov keeps it. Great pass. Senior, the floater in front. It was taken away. Riley Schoonmaker, the junior on defense for the Chargers out of High Falls, New York, got the stop there for New Haven. Wonderful look there from Perlov, and Senior had the touch. Just could not get the full stick on it to make a look on Cage. Something Laura Gebhardt mentioned, though, is how good this midfield has been and how they've turned defense to offense all season long. Once again, a nice push. And Fairfield has it at the center line. Plarman Gotti, the captain. Nice pass. Huffman wants number 2. She'll maybe take an assist. Give her an assist. Alex Senior with the goal. 2-0 Stags. They've put together 2 goals in the last minute and a half. This Fairfield offense continues to be roaring. And what they've done at home, now 15 goals at home this season, just 3 allowed at University Field. Senior, her 6th goal in her 4th season in a Fairfield uniform. And we mentioned before for Huffman having multi-points in a game this season. That happens for the 2nd time here with the assist to Senior to make it 2-0. Catalina Ness plays some 2-touch with Fitzgerald, the junior. Fairfield comes off that rivalry win against Sacred Heart, 3-1. All goals for both sides came in the first half, but what Fairfield did well again, 7-1 in favor of the penalty corners, 19-6 in favor of their shots. Off the body, hard of the defender there, Angelia Cooper. She gets up. Fairfield a good chance. Nice feed, but once again, Marie Martin coming out of Cage to make a nice play on the first stoppage. Fairfield does reset. Pass that was deflected inside the circle. New Haven gets the stop as it floats out. A defense for New Haven that has been led by tons of underclassmen. Their forward line is where the upperclassmen have stood. Aaron Smith, the senior, number 20, was NE10 top scorer at the D2 level last season. And we mentioned Emma Beaujoin in the open, number 5. Fitzgerald near the long corner, uses the body, wanted Senior, nothing there. Skips out far side. 13 upperclassmen on this roster for New Haven, but the 9 freshmen have all been asked to play a ton of minutes. And again, when you jump that level, it's seeing the types of players that respond well to the upgraded talent. Corlin Schumacher, pass towards the middle, couple of deflections, rolls in. Fairfield's got 3 in the first period. One via the penalty corner and then some help on the deflections. Early 3-0 Stags lead. They head to their bench here. Elise Wanchisen, the freshman, she's been a very big bright spot. Huffman moves inside the circle once again, tipped off the stick of Marie Martin. Alex Senior, nice stick work. Floats one again. Right in front, Marie Martin trying to poke it away. Amanda Dressel was in there for Fairfield. New Haven does get the stop. Laura Gebhardt mentioned for Fairfield they wanted the hot start here against New Haven, come out early and hold on to the lead. They've done exactly that. She also mentioned, too, not letting the opponent fool you whatsoever. And when you're picked to win the conference, you're going to get everybody's best shot. So that was going to be a challenge coming in. Fairfield early has answered that call. Two goals for Alex Senior. She gets that last one. And Shoemaker gets the assist on that pass in front. Couple of deflections. So Senior now 7 on the season, 2 in this game. First time New Haven has pushed Fairfield all the way back in their territory. Dressel could not set it down. Poked away there from Abby Volkman, the sophomore for the Chargers. Good tackle there from Brenna Corneen, the senior out of South Dartmouth, Massachusetts. Nora Helleman's 10th start of the season. Team leader in minutes. Puts all the way back to Lalu. Near the short corner, Marie Martin comes all the way out of the cage. Lalu and her both go down along with another Charger in Amstutz. New Haven, again, getting another stop, and so much that Anne-Marie Martin has been asked to do as a freshman. Double-digit saves 3 of the last 4. Had 16 versus Sacred Heart, that was a season high, and had 7 against Merrimack in the 2-1 loss. Her high school career was outstanding at Sacred Heart Academy in Louisville. Led the state of Kentucky in shutouts. Anna Bartush tries to push top of the circle. Nice movement there. Hoffman had it poked away. Wonderful tackle from Gagliastro. New Haven trying to hold strong right now. Final 6:10 of this first period. They go to the aerial, and Fairfield has it at midfield. Four new Stags will come into the game. Fitzgerald comes out. Beatrice Lovanich, first time, comes in. This one deflected towards the left side. And Fairfield resets in a prime spot here. They'll start things up with Nor Hellemans. Alex Jordan also set to check in, and Pilar Mengatti. And then Cortland Shoemaker, who had the assist on the latest goal for the Stags. Piffieri's pass inside the circle results in a whistle. Stags penalty corner coming up. Will be their second. Goes against the defense of Riley Schoonmaker. Tried to almost lower the shoulder and go around the body of Senior. So Fairfield a chance here for 4 goals in the first period. We saw on the first penalty corner, Fairfield had a nice set down. And then again, a opportunity in front that's going to force multiple deflections. Screened away Anne-Marie Martin. And she had no chance. Set down, rolled, Marie Martin, leg save. Back out top, top of the circle. Huffman shoots, scores. 4-0 Fairfield. Connie Huffman, she's got 2 goals, and she's picked up an assist as well. What a start for the senior here on this Sunday afternoon from Fairfield. And a dominant 4-0 start for the Stags. Was tied for first last season in goals with 7. Her 19 points ranked first on the team for Fairfield. And that was into a season where she missed games due to injury in 23. Big spark for the Stags in her junior season, and huge games so far for Fairfield to come out to this roaring start. Schoonmaker at midfield for New Haven, had it poked away. Beferi for Fairfield resets here. At least one season. Laura Gephardt said that she has stepped up in a big way when she's been asked to. That goes along with a very young midfield. She also mentioned Maggie Dowd as well at the forward spot. This cross is errant, nobody home. Callie Corcoran here. First time we've called her name. Over the last 4 games, Fairfield has not had to play a ton of their starters, and the minutes have dipped down, and it's something that they've also liked to see. They weren't exactly surprised at their depth, but with the matches they've been in, it's been a pleasant thing to see that a lot of the underclassmen have played extremely good hockey. Abby Wolfman on the near side pushes to Lauren Schoonmaker, the sister of Riley, just 2 years apart. Gagliastro, nice touch far side. First time New Haven has been on the attack like this. Nearing the circle. Riley Schoonmaker had it taken away. Nicely done there from Beatrice Lovanich. 3 to go first period. Fairfield again, a lot of athleticism on the break. Riley Lalu, wonderful touch. Cortland Shoemaker, slap, feed, goal! Amanda Dressel, she tipped it in. 3rd of the season for the sophomore. Shoemaker's 2nd assist, nicely done. And started up at midfield, Fairfield on top, 5-0. Lalu drew things up. Nice touch now on the near side. And a 3rd touch from Shoemaker to Dressel and a one-timer tip. Stags 5-0 lead. New Haven felt coming in that you really can't get much of a confidence booster than what they had against Merrimack. Really close battle. Closest of their season. First time that they lost just by 1 goal. 2-1 against Merrimack, and they lost in the final 30 seconds. But again, a very tough challenge here against a Fairfield team that was picked first in the preseason poll, and the way things are going, have a very good chance to at least get back to the title match. Dressel touch to Shoemaker. 4th on the team in minutes for Fairfield. Minute 50 now, back inside the circle. Mengati tries to snipe one on the backhand and just over the pipe. Fairfield's season high in goals this season was 6 against Merrimack. That came on the road, and they're 1 away from tying that season high. Here's a look. Nice save. Marie Martin, full extension on the shot from Dressel. Six saves now for the freshman keeper. Trying to keep New Haven alive. Good idea there from Fairfield on Juan Cheesin, just trying to go left side. Looked for a tip, but too much muster on the pass. We're under a minute here in the first. New Haven's having a lot of trouble settling things down on the clear, and Fairfield has really just been playing a lot of two-touch hockey right inside their 25. Mengati hammers one. That one almost tipped from Shoemaker into the top right-hand corner. Strong attack there from Fairfield, wasting no time on a dart. Abby Wolfman trying to clear, goes backwards. Batted in the corner here is Karina Ramirez, the senior. 2 on defense here for Fairfield. Nice job from Amanda Dressel again. 9th game of Dressel's season. First 2 career goals came in back-to-back games prior to the Sacred Heart game, and she's got 1. Fairfield has 5 after 1. What a start for the Stags. Second period coming up. We'll have the action here on the Stags Sports Network.
Illicit Brewing Company in Fairfield, Connecticut has everything you need for a night out. Dozens of house-brewed draft beers, guest taps, a full bar, live entertainment, dozens of TVs to catch the game, a speakeasy and game room, brew pub style food offerings, and more. This commercial isn't long enough to show you everything Illicit has to offer, so come see it for yourself. Illicit Brewing, 111 Black Rock Turnpike in Fairfield, illicitbrewing.com.
Why is the U.S. Ski and Snowboard team proud to have Headlam as their official non-alcoholic beer sponsor? Because when you're bombing down a mountain at 100 miles per hour with only spandex and lip balm for protection, you definitely don't want to buzz. You want cold, crisp, great-tasting American beer without the booze. Because staying upright is kinda important, right? Headlam, brewed to be wild.
Beautiful Sunday here from University Field on the campus of Fairfield University. It's an NEC field hockey clash, and Fairfield coming out to a roaring start after the first 15 with 5 goals. Alex Senior, she's got 2. Connie Huffman with 2 as well. And Amanda Dressel joining the party to put up that 5th goal in the final minutes of the first. Fairfield's season high is 6 goals. That came against another NEC foe in Merrimack at the end of September. They're 1 away from tying that total, 2 to set a new season high. Bright spot for New Haven so far in cage. Anne-Marie Martin with 6 saves. And she'll very likely get double-digit saves for the 4th time this season. Defense has not helped her out too much, but Marie Martin and the 3 keepers that have played, she's turned out to be the starter. Ray Klein began the season as the go-to, the sophomore, and Kara Lambert has played a little bit as well. Nice tackle there from Perlov. Tried to push towards Alex Senior. New Haven back the other way. A wonderful touch at midfield from Wolfman. Hellemans as New Haven to lay off. Whistle blown. Fairfield can settle things up. Hellemans last season battled injury, missed a month of the year, but has been the cornerstone of this back line for the Stags. 60 minutes, 6 times, even in the blowout wins, she has played the majority of the minutes. Senior has 2 so far. Pass in front, deflected away. Wolfman again. 1-on-1 there for the Stags, just couldn't win the battle. Senior, good backhand, stripes one towards the middle. Too far, outstretched stick of Grace Camera. First time Camera's checked in. 4 minutes for Stonehill, also last week. New Haven waiting for Emma Beaujouan to come back in. Had the lone goal against Merrimack. Fairfield has another idea here on the attack. Juan Sheehan slaps it right at Wolfman. She's shaken up. Pass inside the circle, just too long for Perlov. Wonderful defensive stop there from New Haven and Wolfman. She's done a lot here on the near side. Sophomore out of Clarksburg, Maryland. 50-plus minutes over her last 5 games on the back line. Perlov knifing inside. Clear whistle. And Fairfield is going to have a penalty corner once again. Just too much defense there from the back line of what looked like Allie Brown. Brown fully just got into the momentum of Camille Perlov. Perlov had one more move to her left. She would have had a one-on-one with Marie Martin. Again for Fairfield. Top 15 in the country in penalty corners. Something that's been a big help to this offense when they've been able to settle things down. Their third of the game. Hellemans had it deflected away. Second chance. Another save from Marie Martin. First chance it was blocked from Eliza Caven. And then Senior had a second look at it there for Fairfield, and Marie Martin, right-sided kick save. 7 saves for the freshman. New Haven looking for an attack here. Nice juggle there from Gagliestro. Junior forward number 2 for New Haven. Played 54 minutes on Friday against Merrimack. That was his second season high. Wolfman goes back the other way. Caven. Crossing feed right towards the center line. Slam down from Schoonmaker. New Haven right now, just a lot of long feeds. Have had a lot of trouble playing any two-touch and accurate work at the center line. Fairfield back on the attack. Settled down nicely from Perlov. Perlov looking for some space. Feeds off, Senior, rifled, back in front camera. And nothing to show for. New Haven gets the stop. Definitely an adjustment period was made for the Chargers during that first quarter break. The defense, a lot more stops and clogging the passing lanes much better than they did throughout the first 15. Just under 5 gone by here in the second period from Fairfield University. Stags on top, 5-0. Karina Ramirez and the back line for the Chargers have had to do a lot of work so far this afternoon. And at Fairfield midfield, again, so dangerous, not letting the Chargers make any movement. You see it there again. Connie Huffman has 2 goals so far. Top of the circle, Alex Senior tries to dart one just wide towards the left. Fairfield does hold on. It was deflected away from Ramirez of the Chargers. Catalina Ness, soft touch, Senior, one-on-one with Ramirez. 2 goals so far for the captain. Tries to juggle inside. And Fairfield has another penalty corner. Will be their 4th of the game. New Haven has yet to allow a goal in this period, but comes down to how long can this defense not bend. They've been asked to play really the majority of this quarter. Not much that the forward line of the Chargers can do at the moment. Riley Schoonmaker, Ramirez, Eliza Caven, the 3 that have been heavily involved for the Chargers defense. Stags hope to make it 6-0 here first half. Senior unloads, deflected away. Allie Brown had the defensive save for the Chargers. Brown, the junior, team lead in minutes on the defensive side. Fairfield, though, back inside, threatening again. Right by the short corner to camera and then poked out from Fairfield. New Haven keeping it where it is. Both sides looking to check in substitutions. Will be 3 for the Stags and 1 for the Chargers. Taylor Amstutz, the sophomore out of Ocean City, New Jersey, she comes in. Played her first game back since the 19th of September against Merrimack on Friday, so just 2 games back, has that knee brace on her right leg. Wolfman back to cave in. Nice defense there from Perlov, making her go backwards. Schoonmaker couldn't hold on to the pass. Fairfield still with a lot of their starters out there. They've gotten multiple reserves in. We'll see how that lasts as this game goes on. Again, we mentioned with the matches against Stonehill and Merrimack, Fairfield has not been forced to play their usual 11. This one passed and deflected into the back of the net from way outside. Camille Perlov went down low, tipped it to her left, and Fairfield a 6-0 lead. Perlov was in the right place at the right time. Went down to her right knee, settled down the pass, and it lost no momentum. Skipped in. 6 goals for the Stags, and Perlov picks up her 4th here in her sophomore season. Perlov now 7 points over her last 4 games. That's going to tie the hottest stretch for a Stag right now, along with Connie Hoffman, who's had the 2 goals here this afternoon. That ties a season-high goal for Fairfield with 6. Push back towards midfield. Hoffman had it touched away. Aaron Smith there defensively. Their top player from a year ago. Had her lone goal this year against Wagner. One of the top 3 teams picked in the NEC. Title match last season against Fairfield. Wagner, a good group, and that was big for Aaron Smith early on against a tough D1 program to put together a goal. This one floats out on the near side by the Stag sideline. Haven't had to call Peyton Ron's name much on the Fairfield side. 11th start of her 5th year. And even with how good the offense has been for Fairfield, you can't really turn away from the defense. No goals allowed here, just 1 against Sacred Heart. Team shutout against Stonehill. And they've allowed just 3 goals here at home this season. Laura Gebhardt, head coach, mentioned that Peyton Ron has been such a calming presence for Paige Jackson, who's played twice so far this season. And Ron, again, her presence and her experience. 30 saves, under 2 goals allowed this season. Mangati and Hellemans play keep away. Under 6 to go, first half. Lalu tipped it, and New Haven now has possession. Lovanich set to check in for Fairfield. Sprinting on is Lauren Schoonmaker for New Haven. She's here defensively. Fairfield, again, a lot more resets now. Pilar Mangati, though, flips the field so well. That might have been tipped off of New Haven and the stick of Aaron Smith. It was, so Fairfield has possession, just 25 out. Mangati, 5 goals this season. Makes her 10th overall start. 2nd team all-conference last season. And Mangati was clutch last year. All game winners, most ever for a Stag. Having someone like that could flip the field but anchor very well defensively. Not many players in the NEC are able to do that. This pass intended for Juan Chizin. Too far again, another tip from New Haven. Fitzgerald and Hellemans come out. Adam Bartush and Lovanich both come in for Fairfield. Rolls near the short corner. Defense there from Cornine of New Haven. The senior played a season high against Merrimack, 60 minutes. One of those 6 seniors on this Chargers roster that have been asked to do the best they can to set up this program for years to come. When you make that big move to jump up to the D1 level, will not play in a conference tournament for a few years, not the NCAA tournament until 2028 is when they'll be eligible. Here's Alex Jordan, the freshman. A lot of speed, one-on-one work towards the inside. It's into the back of the nets. If Jordan got the goal, it's her first. Not sure if Perlov there had a tip. Fogelson was also there on the inside, but Alex Jordan went one-on-one and rolled past Marie Martin. Took it all the way from the 25 in. The freshman from Owning Mill, Maryland, had her first career point against Stonehill last week. And Jordan makes it 7-0 Fairfield, a season high in goals for the Stags. This pass rolls past Jordan. Had an outstanding high school career. Part of the Warhawks Field Hockey Club. They were top 20 in the national rankings from USA Field Hockey. And again, Jordan on the defensive side just flipped the field extremely well there. Had that first initial pass probably 10 yards back from the 25 and then took it herself. Nice backhanded move left to right and got inside for the goal. Fairfield moving again. Jordan stick on it. Pass. And Rory Saxon, first time we've called the freshman's name, had a stick on it. Goes wide. 2 minutes even to go first half. Amstutz tries to push it away. Nice defense. Kylie Corcoran. She lost her footing. That's a whistle there against Aaron Smith. Green card against Smith. She will jog out. Fairfield another opportunity here. New Haven, they played a really good first 12 minutes of this second, but have now begun to fold, and fatigue could play a part. Lalu has a free chance, and now the whistle on the stoppage. Smith can come back in the final 20 seconds. Or no, excuse me, 134 in the penalty, 110 left to go. So Smith will not come back in. Fairfield pushes towards the far side again. Another penalty corner here for the Stags. Senior with 2 goals. Perlov's got 1. The 2 early in the first from Connie Huffman. And we saw Alex Jordan get her first of her collegiate career. That made it 7-0 Fairfield here in the second. .105 clock running. Fairfield sets things up off the penalty corner. Another clip, hits off the pipe, and it's in. Tipped on the inside, might have been Riley Lalu that was able to have a stick on it. Got some help from the pipes, and with just over a minute, 8-0 Fairfields. Off the penalty corner again for the Stags. Been multiple times we've seen Hellemans and Hoffman just be able to set things up and then result in a lot of deflections towards the interior. Whistle there against Wolfman of the Chargers. 30 seconds now, likely heading to the halftime break with a Fairfield 8-0 lead over New Haven in the two squads' first ever matchup. But Fairfield may have other ideas. This pass floats long. Murray Martin did not even have to touch it. Comes here towards the near side. And that will do it for the first half here from University Field. So Fairfield, everybody involved. Plarman Gotti's put together 3 assists. That's the team lead on that end. And both Hoffman and Senior with 2 goals have led the way to Fairfield, an 8-0 lead over New Haven. We'll break down the first half and get you set for period 3 here from Fairfield University.
In an unpredictable world where every moment matters, imagine the peace of mind that comes from knowing your loved ones, lifestyle, and business are all protected. At Meridian Risk Management, we offer tailored solutions, whether for personal, commercial, or benefits insurance. We are here to safeguard what you value most, so you can embrace every adventure ahead. Meridian Risk Management, because your legacy deserves protection.
Illicit Brewing Company in Fairfield, Connecticut has everything you need for a night out. Dozens of house-brewed draft beers, guest taps, a full bar, live entertainment, dozens of TVs to catch the game, a speakeasy and game room, brew pub style food offerings, and more. This commercial isn't long enough to show you everything Illicit has to offer. So come see it for yourself. Illicit Brewing, 111 Black Rock Turnpike in Fairfield. IllicitBrewing.com.
Why is the U.S. ski and snowboard team proud to have Headlam as their official non-alcoholic beer sponsor? Because when you're bombing down a mountain at 100 miles per hour with only spandex and lip balm for protection, you definitely don't want a buzz. You want cold, crisp, great-tasting American beer without the booze. Because staying upright is kinda important, right? Headlam, brewed to be wild.
In an unpredictable world where every moment matters, imagine the peace of mind that comes from knowing your loved ones, lifestyle, and business are all protected. At Meridian Risk Management, we offer tailored solutions, whether for personal, commercial, or benefits insurance. We are here to safeguard what you value most, so you can embrace every adventure ahead. Meridian Risk Management, because your legacy deserves protection.
Illicit Brewing Company in Fairfield, Connecticut has everything you need for a night out. Dozens of house-brewed draft beers, guest taps, a full bar, live entertainment, dozens of TVs to catch the game, a speakeasy and game room, brew pub style food offerings, and more. This commercial isn't long enough to show you everything Illicit has to offer. So come see it for yourself. Illicit Brewing, 111 Black Rock Turnpike in Fairfield. IllicitBrewing.com.
Why is the U.S. ski and snowboard team proud to have Headlam as their official non-alcoholic beer sponsor? Because when you're bombing down a mountain at 100 miles per hour with only spandex and lip balm for protection, you definitely don't want a buzz. You want cold, crisp, great-tasting American beer without the booze. Because staying upright is kinda important, right? Headlam, brewed to be wild.
In an unpredictable world where every moment matters, imagine the peace of mind that comes from knowing your loved ones, lifestyle, and business are all protected. At Meridian Risk Management, we offer tailored solutions, whether for personal, commercial, or benefits insurance. We are here to safeguard what you value most, so you can embrace every adventure ahead. Meridian Risk Management, because your legacy deserves protection.
Illicit Brewing Company in Fairfield, Connecticut has everything you need for a night out. Dozens of house-brewed draft beers, guest taps, a full bar, live entertainment, dozens of TVs to catch the game, a speakeasy and game room, brew pub style food offerings, and more. This commercial isn't long enough to show you everything Illicit has to offer, so come see it for yourself. Illicit Brewing, 111 Black Rock Turnpike in Fairfield. IllicitBrewing.com.
Why is the U.S. ski and snowboard team proud to have Headlam as their official non-alcoholic beer sponsor? Because when you're bombing down a mountain at 100 miles per hour with only spandex and lip balm for protection, you definitely don't want to buzz. You want cold, crisp, great-tasting American beer without the booze. Because staying upright is kinda important, right? Headlam, brewed to be wild.
In an unpredictable world where every moment matters, imagine the peace of mind that comes from knowing your loved ones, lifestyle, and business are all protected. At Meridian Risk Management, we offer tailored solutions, whether for personal, commercial, or benefits insurance. We are here to safeguard what you value most, so you can embrace every adventure ahead. Meridian Risk Management, because your legacy deserves protection. In an unpredictable world where every moment matters, imagine the peace of mind that comes from knowing your loved ones, lifestyle, and business are all protected. At Meridian Risk Management, we offer tailored solutions, whether for personal, commercial, or benefits insurance. We are here to safeguard what you value most, so you can embrace every adventure ahead. Meridian Risk Management, because your legacy deserves protection.
Illicit Brewing Company in Fairfield, Connecticut has everything you need for a night out. Dozens of house-brewed draft beers, guest taps, a full bar, live entertainment, dozens of TVs to catch the game, a speakeasy and game room, brew pub style food offerings, and more. This commercial isn't long enough to show you everything Illicit has to offer, so come see it for yourself. Illicit Brewing, 111 Black Rock Turnpike in Fairfield. IllicitBrewing.com.
Welcome back to University Field on the Stag Sports Network. Cam Manna and our whole entire crew, thanks so much for joining us. Fairfield, an 8-0 lead at the break, and it's been a hot start all around. Multiple goal scorers, Pilar Mangati, 3 assists, Alex Sr. and Connie Huffman, the 2 upperclassmen who have been all a part of the winning culture, each have 2 goals, and Alex Jordan got her first of the season to make it 7-0. We'll take a look at what's coming up for both squads. We'll start with New Haven and their upcoming slate of games. Stonehill next week. Big game to circle is Mercyhurst. They were picked 9th in the NEC, New Haven 10th, and New Haven lost 2-1 against Merrimack, who was picked 8th on Friday, so that could be a big game for the Chargers, and probably the next one on the schedule that you look at as one that New Haven could definitely take. St. Francis, a top 3 team, and then Hofstra, a non-conference game with Stonehill towards the top of this schedule for the Chargers. On the other side, for Fairfield, what's coming up? Hofstra and Vermont. Vermont, a tough non-conference battle. Mercyhurst, and then Ryder, who's a team that's picked towards the top 4 of the conference. Fairfield has faced off already against Wagner, but has not played against Two of the other top teams within the top four, that's Ryder, who was picked third, and St. Francis picked fourth. Fairfield did play Sacred Heart in the top five. That was on Friday. Getting underway here for half number 2. Fairfield looking to extend this lead. New Haven hoping for some stability right now. Their defense did play very strong. The majority of that second kept it at 5-0 for the first 8 minutes. And Marie Martin, 7 saves for the freshman in cage. Peyton Ron, she is now at a goal for Fairfield. A sophomore, Paige Jackson from St. Louis, Missouri. She is now in cage, her 3rd appearance of her career. Nor Hellemans pass towards the far side. Autumn Bartush, 11th game of her season, had multi-goals against Merrimack just a week back. And this ball rolls out past Amanda Dressel. Six different goal scorers for Fairfield. Lalu had the last one. Alex Jordan has one. Amanda Dressel with one as well. Here's Alex Sr. She has 2. Looks to knob one in front to Perlov. Perlov spins around and resets. Juan Shizin inside. Marie Martin slides out for the save with a New Haven player. Cage is open. Fitzgerald slaps deflected, and it just aims wide. Marie Martin has done such a great job understanding where she is inside the circle to come out and make a sliding save. Near side push here. Piferi, pass in front. Dressel looks to spin, passes off to Ness. Oh, what a save there from Marie Martin. Tapping it around. Fairfield will have a penalty corner, but Marie Martin with that glove pad just tapping it away. Has 2 saves in the first minute and a half. She's got 8 on the afternoon. That defense for New Haven, we've mentioned a lot of those seniors back there. Eliza Caven and Aaron Smith, the 2 of them, with Allie Brown as the junior. But Marie Martin, the freshman, just trying to keep New Haven to hang around here in the 3rd. Alice Piferi will start things up. Set down, shot, another save. To the splits was Marie Martin. That was a tough save to make. Artem Batush, one look at it, and striped one towards the left side. Another corner coming up here for Fairfields. Bartush was inches away from 3rd goal of her season. Beferi again sets it up. Bartush, second look. This time it's in. 9-0 Stags, right on cue for the senior. 3rd of the season. And Fairfield extends here at home. Seven different goal scorers for the Stags. And you look at some history for Fairfield. We'll mention unofficial history, but Fairfield has not scored 10 goals since 2016 against LIU, and have not put up 11 from what we know or more at the moment. Jalea Cooper, good reset there for New Haven. Allie Brown, she had it taken away. Alex Sr. knifes there towards midfield and finds Beferi. Everybody involved for Fairfield on a very warm but clear sky Sunday. Beferi touches it back. Ern Hellemans setting things up. Good look there. Nice interior pass to Catalina Ness. Crosses. Perlov had a look towards Cage. Resets to Senior. Bobbles one. Dressel could not have the hit. And then a whistle comes in as Fairfield will have yet another penalty corner. Eighth corner for Fairfield coming up. 18 shots on goal this afternoon. We saw back-to-back penalty corners just seconds ago. Autumn Bartush, the second look, both times went to her on the set down from Nora Hellemans. Beferi again will inlet everything. They switch sides. Pass and shot away. Connie Huffman was looking left side, wanted it tipped for senior. New Haven gets the stop. With it being tipped, Fairfield holds on. Catalina Ness from Hamburg, Germany. 30-plus minutes straight this season. That's the most we've seen from Ness. Throughout this season, kind of just a dip in minutes, but last year, all NEC first team and all tournament MVP. New Haven up that left side. Cannot be settled down there from Cooper, but off her stick helps out the Chargers. Bojuan was in pursuit. She's here defensively. Peferi goes all the way back towards Fairfield's circle and Bartush. Hellemans, nice touch near side. Peferi near the corner. Fairfield, a good cutter towards the front. That was Catalina Ness. Stags wanted to go there. Peferi, 7 points this season. Assist in 4 games. It's not been on the board this afternoon for the Stags, but a big part of this offensive push. And last season, Peferi was the assist master. 10 assists, 6th Stag ever to reach that double-digit mark. Anne-Marie Martin still in cage, 10 saves, double digits again for the freshman. 4 of the last 5, she's had double-digit saves for the Chargers. Taking over in that starting role and could very likely be hers for the next 3 years to come. Third-year head coach Margaret McLean must love what she's seen out of the Louisville, Kentucky native. Amanda Dressel, good look. One more step ahead, she would have had it, but New Haven does get possession. Dressel does have a goal so far. One of the 7 different goal scorers for Fairfield on this 9-0 lead. Schoonmaker touch midfield. Bojuan stripes one down the near side. New Haven has not had any prime looks so far, no shots. Midway through the first, they did make a push inside the shooting circle, but lost a pass, rolled down. That was the most we've seen from their offense. Vogelson, nice spin. Pass was taken away. Chance here for Camera, and kicked away from Marie Martin. Grace Camera, twice that she's been very close to her first career point. And a nice look there from Catalina Ness to set things up. Fairfield again. On the attack, Dressel, backhanded slap, good look. Oh, Jordan couldn't poke it in. She's got a second chance now, but it rolls out. Bartush and Jordan both had a chance for a tip on a wonderful cross. Shoemaker just juggles it towards the far side. New Haven possession back. Under 8 to go here in the third. Just 1 goal so far in this third period. New Haven held on to no goals allowed in the second until the final 6 minutes. Caven, the senior, did not play against Merrimack. First time she's back in the lineup, number 3 for the Chargers. Amanda Dressel, 2-on-1, not in her favor. Wonderful tackle there from Ashley Gambino for the Chargers. And Ramirez, a nice job there for New Haven. Ramirez, 504 minutes coming in. Did record a shot on goal against Merrimack. New Haven did show in that game that they will definitely be able to compete here in the NEC. Fairly close battle against Merrimack, put up a goal against Wagner. And towards their schedule, towards the back half of the season, their final home conference contest against Mercyhurst, that will be one to circle. Kelly Monahan. Fairfield, good pass towards the top of the 25. Rolled pass there for Huffman. Stags not going away. Huffman inside. Good shield with the body. Pass was not deflected, goes away. I've seen most of the Stags that usually play have been on the AstroTurf this afternoon. Said Kelly Monahan's name for the first time, 4th game of her season. Grew up right here in Fairfield, Connecticut. Played season high 15 minutes against Stonehill. That again was in that 5-0 win for the Stags last week. Huffman one-on-one there with Aaron Smith. Here's Monahan again. Couldn't hold on an accurate pass on the near side. Pushed the other way. Lauren Schoonmaker, the freshman, couldn't go through the legs of Beferi. Fairfield back the other way. Rory Saxon. Saxon, nice stick tackle. Couldn't do it a second time. Saxon, the freshman, but does have tons of ties to the Fairfield program. Her cousins Gabby, Hannah, Samantha, all Stags. Samantha just graduated this past spring. So 4th of the Saxon family to be in a Stag uniform. And why not with how good the program's been? Final 4 here of this third. Fairfield has slowed things up. Have just held on to possession. 1 goal in this third period. 7 different players with goals. Fairfield got out to a roaring start with 5 that all came in the first. Have an opportunity here. Not much that Marie Martin can do. That was rolled off of Fairfield's. New Haven, excuse me. Tipped off of them. Fairfield does hold on. Top of the 25. Beferi to Monahan. They look for the inlet. Huffman, complete reset. Fairfield, 31 shots. They look to make it 32. Juan Sheezen. And pass goes wide again. Again, they have not had an offensive performance like this, and we, again, have gone back in the record books to that game against LIU Brooklyn all the way back in 2016. Last time they put together double-digit goals. Put up 9 last year. That was against Mercyhurst in a 9-1 win, and put up 6 this year against Merrimack back on the 26th of September. Hellemans, good touch. Fitzgerald settled it down. Fitzgerald, hard slapper. Not going to go good. From way outside was Fitzgerald and did not get a tip there for Fairfield. Goal not awarded. New Haven does get the stop. Inches away from being tipped. Fairfield was that close to goal number 10. That was Haley Sullivan for New Haven, the freshman from Port Jefferson, New York. Did not play over the last 2 games, but coming in here for the Fairfield midfield. Or excuse me, New Haven midfield. There is Sullivan. Tries to work past Hellemans. Fairfield forced to lay off. New Haven looking to make a push here. Closest they've been here in the third. Nice aim from Gagliestro towards the right side. Stags have a chance here with Abby Wolfman. Goes all the way towards the corner, falls down. New Haven will continue to hold on to possession. Minute 15 here in the third. Schoonmaker. Slapped towards the top of the circle. Gagliestro was plugged from 3 different red jerseys, and Fitzgerald takes it away. Tons of long passes for New Haven, and when you're down by this much, you have to be the aggressor, but they have not been able to play really any two-touch. Have hope for Fairfield to make a mistake on a deflection. That's not happened. Schoonmaker to Ramirez. Ramirez lost it and pushes Caven all the way far side. 30 seconds remain. Seems like New Haven's just trying to dribble this thing out for the final 25 seconds and head to the third. Fairfield again making another push with this midfield. Beferi, wonderful tackle. Lovanich goes past to Lalu. Lalu, interior, chance for Fogelson. Tried for the backhand and slammed away from Riley Schoonmaker. That sets Fairfield back towards midfield and will send us to the fourth. Stags with 9. They pick up 1 in the third. It was the best stand defensively we've seen from New Haven. Final 15 coming up. We'll have the coverage on the Stag Sports Network.
Illicit Brewing Company in Fairfield, Connecticut has everything you need for a night out. Dozens of house-brewed draft beers, guest taps, a full bar, live entertainment, dozens of TVs to catch the game, a speakeasy and game room, brew pub style food offerings, and more. This commercial isn't long enough to show you everything Illicit has to offer. So come see it for yourself. Illicit Brewing, 111 Black Rock Turnpike in Fairfield. IllicitBrewing.com.
Why is the U.S. ski and snowboard team proud to have Headlam as their official non-alcoholic beer sponsor? Because when you're bombing down a mountain at 100 miles per hour with only spandex and lip balm for protection, you definitely don't want to buzz. You want cold, crisp, great-tasting American beer without the booze. Because staying upright is kinda important, right? Headlam, brewed to be wild.
Final 15 from University Field. Fairfield 9, New Haven none. Here on the Stag Sports Network. Glad to have you back with us. Fairfield hoping for 5 straight all-in-conference play to move to 7-4 on the season. Fairfield 52nd in the RPI. That's all based on strength of schedule and wins. And a team that's really pushed through this season. Early on an 0-2 start. Did have 1 loss against number 11 Syracuse, where they competed well on the road. Other 2 losses against 2 Ivy League teams. But Brown's had a very good year. That was a 1-0 loss in Providence. Brown just took down Cornell. Cornell was one of the 4 unbeaten teams remaining, so goes again to show that Fairfield really grew towards the non-conference schedule and hoping to win the NEC. Amanda Dressel has a goal so far, back on the attack. Looks for the inlet to Alex Jordan. Fairfield and Monahan have to reset. This win streak started with a 3-2 OT win against Wagner. And that's a tough non-conference game early on in the slate, but it came at a good time because Fairfield was battle-tested. Something Laura Gebhardt did mention, though, that Wagner game came off of 2 losses and then 4 consecutive road games, so it said a lot about the resilience of this group. Brooke Kowalski and New Haven look to push up field. Eliza Caven, full cross here. Amanda Dressel looks to play defense, almost had the tip. Right here at the center line at midfields. Riley Schoonmaker's had a really good afternoon. It's had some really nice tackles and has been the reason New Haven's had to push and only allowed 1 goal in that third. Dressel the takeaway. One of the 7 goal scorers for Fairfield. Here's Grace Camera. Camera has Alex Jordan. Looks to take it herself. Tried to shoot, and stick went well high. Couldn't get a shot off. New Haven gets the stop. Grace Camera from Manhasset, New York, the sophomore. And Alex Jordan, the freshman, were both on the push there. Pretty much all the Fairfield starters out. Alex Sr., Fitzgerald, not on the field. Hoffman had it taken away. New Haven had it pushed back towards the Fairfield interior. Autumn Bartush had the clear there for the Stags. Hoffman lost it off the far side. Again, we mentioned the upcoming schedule for the Stags. 3 consecutive road games to follow here, and then Fairfield back home with 4 straight to finish the season. Ryder, LIU, St. Francis as the non-conference games, and then a tough one against UConn. That will all finish off October. Monahan to Dressel. Dressel now 6 points on her sophomore season. All points in her career, not playing in 2024. Monahan tried to make a push, lost it away. Taken from Holslander, taken again from Monahan. Dressel tried to go to her left. Tackle there from the New Haven defense. That was Brooke Kowalski, the freshman. Kowalski just 18 minutes this season, has not played over the last 3. New Haven's made some switches. Multiple players who have not played for the Chargers during the last 4 have played here against Fairfield. Alex Sr. looking to check back in for Fairfield, along with Elise Wanchizan, the freshman. Here's Catalina Ness. Pass to her left on the interior. Rory Sexton and Marie Martin again at a cage with a sliding save. It's the freshman's 13th save of the afternoon, does result in a penalty corner. Marie Martin came in with 49 saves on the season. Always tough to judge a keeper when there's the amount of goals allowed, does rely on the defense, and the amount of shots forced overall, but Marie Martin has done what she's been able to do. Again, did not come in as a keeper that was necessarily going to play for New Haven with Ray Klein and Kara Lambert. But injuries and movement have put Marie Martin in that role. Another save there for the freshman. Ricocheted back out, and this one well too high and almost rolls into the road. Autumn Bartush wanted another goal right there, just lost the footing and a laugh with her sideline. Orland Shoemaker will set things up again here for Fairfields. She's got 2 assists here this afternoon. Fairfield hopes to make it double digits. They do! Fairfield up 10-0. Connie Huffman looked like she got to it. And a hat trick for the senior. Now 5 goals on her senior season, wonderfully set up from Fairfields. 10 goals for the first time since 2016. That was against LIU Brooklyn. Again, unofficial, but Fairfield has never scored 11 goals in a game. Rory Saxon, wonderful defensive tackle. Splits through 2 Chargers. Catalina Ness, back to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald rifles dead middle, dangerous spot. Was it poked through? Swiped away at the last second. Marie Martin with the save. Saxon was the last one to it for the poke. For Connie Huffman, she had 2 goals in the first and picked up 1 here in the 4th period. Stags with possession again at midfield. Hellemann's back into the game. Fairfield now brought back in a few of their starters. We saw Alex Senior back in. She is on the field with possession far side. Senior pushed back towards the interior. Tip from Saxon. Just off the mark. Three goals last in 22 for Connie Huffman. Did not play in that 23 season. 7 goals in 24. But it's the first hat trick of the career for the senior. So a lot of firsts on the afternoon for the Stags, putting up 10 goals, but 3 in 1 game for number 17. Strong double team from New Haven. Monahan resets all the way back to Hellemans. Just over 8 to go here from Fairfield University. Stags looking for 5 straight. Riley Lalu, good touch. Monahan's played a lot of minutes here in the second half. Fairfield's done a really good job of being patient towards the midfield, and when they've been ready to attack, they've been very tactical. Lost there from the Stags. Looked like it hit Peyton Ron on the sideline. Also Lori Gebhardt as well. A lot of smiles on the Fairfield end. Would cap off yet another 2-0 weekend, both in the home slate, and a rivalry win against Sacred Heart on Friday. Whiff there on the pass was Kowalski. Saxon there defensively does a good job, forces this one to tip. Fairfield brings out Fitzgerald, Jordan, and Catalina Ness comes out. Grace Camro's also going to come out here. Kaylin Fogelson, the outstanding freshman, she comes in. 8 points on her freshman season. Laura Gebhardt mentioned for Fogelson that it can be nerve-wracking to be in such big of a role as a freshman, but she mentioned that Fogelson has nerves of steel, has a chance to be that Rookie of the Year in the NEC. Intended there for Corcoran. Good tip away. Holslander for New Haven. Has possession, pass off to Aaron Smith. Aims backwards, now in front. Monahan set it down, and Lalu here on the near side. Monahan's been everywhere, stopping New Haven from making any push. They had a chance for Riley Schoonmaker back there. Lalu with a goal this afternoon. It was the 4th on her senior season. Aaron Smith uses the body there for New Haven. Forces the Stags to reset. Now under 6 to go. Autumn Bartush. Pass was skipped. They'll still stay here with the Stags. Been an afternoon where everybody's been involved. Fairfield got ahead early. That was the key for Coach Gebhardt's squad, using their speed and athleticism to their advantage. And they have not stopped since. Monahan a touch back to Beferi. Fairfield hoping for goal number 11 and some history. Fogelson towards the inside, and a penalty corner coming up for the Stags. th corner coming up here for Fairfields. They've put 23 shots on cage this afternoon. Marie Martin, though, 13 saves, has played the whole entire game for New Haven. Impressive to see, and a lot to put on the back of a freshman in the first year of a D1 program. Beferi sets up Alex Senior. Senior takes it herself, and this one was ricocheted well long and off the back fence. New Haven keeps it where it is. Senior with 2 goals, Hoffman with 3, and the 3 assists for Pilar Mengatti. Actually, all 3 of the assists for Mengatti, the first of the season, had 5 goals on 10 points coming in for the senior captain. Four Stags waiting to come in. Monahan back to Beferi. Will be Alex Jordan, Grace Camera, Connie Huffman, and Lovinich all set to check in for Fairfields. Good through touch there to Perlov. Backhanded look to Fogelson. Fogelson, good look on the back door. And nobody home on the feed in front. Fairfield still tries to corral. They do. Back to Monahan at the 25. That was a really good feed there between Perlov and Fogelson on the back door. Just came up empty. Kylie Corcoran scored versus Lehigh. That was a few home games back. Fairfield with the win will stay 4-0 at home. They were 8-2 at home last season. They have just played year by year unbelievably well at University Fields. Bartush had it taken away. Jaleel Cooper on the defense from Millville, New Jersey. She has started the last 7. Did not start the year as one of the go-to players for the midfield of the Chargers, but Cooper has stepped into that role nicely. Cooper on defense on Beferi. Now 2:40 remains. Senior, good cross. Marie Martin diving around, doing everything that she can to be a brick wall, but Fairfield is going to get another penalty corner and a chance to make it 11-0. To start the season, Ray Klein, the sophomore at Brookline, New Hampshire, she put together 20 saves, just under 9 goals allowed over the first 3. Kara Lambert played the 3 games following, and then Marie Martin has played 5 of the last 6. Did start against Merrimack in that 2-1 game. That was her best outing overall. Beferi sets things up. Juan Chizin shot into the back of the nets. Looks like it was deflected as well. Fairfield, 11 goals. Looks like Juan Chizin on the assist. We'll get the goal as well in a second, but unofficially for Fairfield, first time ever they have put together 11 goals in one game, top that 2016 total of 10 against LIU Brooklyn. So a loud and historic afternoon for Fairfield here at home. .2:15 left to go. A lot of energy from Fairfield's. And again, converting on the penalty corner. That was the 12th corner of the afternoon for Fairfield's. And they did it in a big way. Riley Lalu is going to get the goal. And the assist there from Elise Juan Chizin, her first career points. Laura Gebhardt mentioned how she stepped up really well when she's been asked to in the rotation at midfield. Lalu now with 11 points for the senior out of Pottstown, Pennsylvania. .120 and ticking. And not much that either Peyton Ron or Paige Jackson have had to do in cage for Fairfield. Jackson will notch her 3rd game of her sophomore season. Stags look for more. Backhanded look, wonderful foot save. Alex Jordan, second chance, looks to ripple it around and caved away from New Haven. Chargers there stopping goal number 12. Nice job from Allie Brown on the poke away. Back to Monahan, 30 seconds now. We'll see if Fairfield just passes things off or they look back towards the interior. But a stellar afternoon for this offense. They understood the task on the weekend, rivalry game Friday. Don't take your opponent lightly on Sunday, and the Stags did just that. They'll move to 7-4 on the season, 5-0 in NEC play, and 4-0 here at home at University Field with a long road trip coming up for Fairfields. That will do it. 11 goals for the Stags, unofficially first time ever Fairfield has done that. They'll face Hofstra and Vermont next weekend on the road. Next home game against Ryder in a few weeks. That will be a big one in the NEC. Fairfield still awaits to play 2 of the top 4 teams in the conference. New Haven and their keeper, Anne-Marie Martin. They fall to 0-10, 0-5 in conference play, but still a very bright future for New Haven. A lot to work through becoming a Division I program. Nothing is easy, but they showed on Friday against Merrimack that they do have a lot in the tank. That will do it here from University Field. We're glad you could join us on this Sunday. Fairfield victorious. For our whole entire crew here at the Stag Sports Network, I'm Cam Anna saying so long, and you'll join us next time.